Yeah, I don't really like the notion of that either. It didn't look like he won, and then he's getting a title shot. I think people are a little bit sour about that. I just want to fight. I want to be as active as possible. I want to fight as much as frequently as I possibly can. Yeah, I just want to get back to what I do and what.
But a lot of this could have been calmed down. A lot of this could have been quieted, could have been subdued, if perhaps, I don't know, the face of the company would have gone to the press conference and said, look, that was a great fight. That was a great round. We're going to rebook it right away. He will live to fight another day, and we stand by him. Of course, that didn't happen. Instead, this is what you got from UFC President Dana White.
You know, Tom didn't want to continue in the fight.
Tom Aspinall has finally erupted after what happened at UFC 321. The British heavyweight is furious with Ciryl Gane after suffering an eye poke that ended one of the year's most anticipated fights in a no contest. In his first words after the fight, Tom didn't hold back, saying Gane had already been warned twice by the referee to keep his fingers closed.
Got warned twice before it. Yeah, twice before he got warned for it. Yeah.
Mike Bisping, he lost his eye. It's just a horrendous thing to think as a parent, really. And I know what it's like these days with people saying what they want, but if it's just your son and they could lose an eye and their health and they've got children to look after, you know, something needs doing about it.
On the UFC broadcast, by the way, and humiliated Ciryl Gane for what he was fucking doing. That doesn't happen by accident. And you can hear Aspinall's team, what the fuck is this, a double poke? I just think Ciryl Gane's a dirty fucking cheat. I'm disgusted in that, like. I'm fucking disgusted. Because you can fucking take someone's eyesight for life doing that shit. All because the pressure's getting you and you're feeling the hate. What the fuck are you doing in there then? There should be a fine in the suspension for that level of shit, in my opinion. Because if you're going to fight like that, you're going to fucking blind people. But let's take a look.
Pokes knuckle deep in the eyeball. What the why are you booing? What am I supposed to do about it? I didn't do the f***ing poke. I can't see.
Tom, they should not be booing. I agree with you. You waited a long time for this moment. Talk to the disappointment of this being how it ends.
This is bull.
Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane just took place in the main event of UFC 321, or did it really? Ciryl Gane eye pokes Tom Aspinall at the end of round one. We had a very competitive round of fighting that I thought Ciryl Gane was slightly getting the edge of, but Tom Aspinall was starting to find his timing on Ciryl. Landed a good right hand before the end, but Cyryl's jab was popping. Cyryl's jab was popping in that fight. Tom Aspinall had a bit of a nosebleed. And then Ciryl Gane lands his signature move. No, not the back of the head shots that he lands in every single fight he has ever. Not the back of the head shots that he lands in every single fight ever, nearly in every single finishing sequence he's ever had.
Earlier in the fight, Gane had already grazed him with another eye poke during a takedown attempt. Tom said that moment changed everything, describing it as disgusting and careless. He's frustrated, angry, and heartbroken after waiting over a year for this moment.
Imagine how this guy must be feeling on this Monday. Everyone calling him into question, his heart into question, because he got poked in the eye multiple times, one of them knuckle deep. And his promoter is saying Tom didn't want to continue. Not Tom was fouled with an illegal strike, multiple illegal strikes. Let me ask you a question. If that happened in some alternate universe to AJ, to Anthony Joshua, what do you think Eddie Hearn is saying? Eddie Hearn's probably still at the hospital with him. That's the difference. That's what I talk about. How do you think Tom feels on this Monday? Do you think he wanted it to end like that? Do you think that Tom was saying to himself, you know what? I got a bloody nose. The going got tough here. Peace out, guys. I'm out. Again, the fight wasn't as one-sided as people want you to believe. Yeah, I know it was weird that he was bloody. And yeah, I know it was weird that he was losing a round. We never see him lose rounds. We never see it go past the 2 minute and 2 second mark. That's his fight average going into this fight. But do you guys really think that he was looking for a way out?
I'm mad, and I don't know who I'm mad at. I'm either mad at Ciryl or I'm mad at Tom. Something about this, though, was very off. Look, the fight, they were kind of getting to know each other. They were kind of feeling each other out. Tom did everything right, by the way. He came out there, he threw the big bombs, but Ciryl was slipping.
What he does when when his first plan of action doesn't work, what's he checked down to? Is he gonna wrestle? Can he compete with Ciryl Gane on his feet for 25 minutes? And I don't get any of those answers, and just like everybody at home, I'm disappointed.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common.
Saying online that Tom Aspinall was struggling against Ciryl Gane. He was getting found out. He quit because he just didn't want it in there with Ciryl. He starts throwing an eye poke. Do I think that's a coincidence? Not at all. Just like it wasn't a coincidence when it happened earlier in the fight. When Aspinall did shoot for a takedown at one point, the fingers immediately go into the eyes of Tom Aspinall. Now, I've got a little clip here of the closing sequence of the fight. Let's rewatch this again.
Tom's saying that he can't see. That's not a good look, pardon the pun. That's it. The fight's been called off. Everyone's pissed off. The crowd's booing. Obviously, that's a terrible shame. Oh, man. What an anticlimax. Hey, guys, how we doing? I gotta get to work. Here now.
This big, live reaction.
Oh, man. It was a really entertaining fight, really entertaining round. Hey, buddy, how you doing? What's up, buddy? I gotta get to work. I'm doing something as well. I don't know what to say. Jesus Christ. All right, so obviously the main event ended in a fashion that nobody wants to see. It was a tremendous fight. Ciryl Gane and Tom Aspinall were going toe-to-toe, and it was shaping up to be a tremendous title fight. It really was. And we were going to see Tom Aspinall taken out of the first round. You know, a lot of people online are talking a lot of saying that he quit. The reality is, Ciryl was looking good. He damaged Tom, he busted the nose up early, they both landed some shots. Tom landed...
Only for it to end due to a dirty, accidental but repeated foul. Aspinall said he couldn't see out of his right eye. The pain was intense, and continuing to fight would have been irresponsible. Instead of understanding, a large part of the MMA community turned on him, labeling him soft, weak, and even accusing him of quitting. Even Dana White questioned the stoppage at a press conference, saying only Tom knows if he could have continued or not.
After the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Ciryl Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
Yeah, what did you think about the fight on its way to the eye poke? What did you take from those 4 minutes?
Good. Looked like we were in for a few rounds and it was going to be a good fight.
It would seem obvious that a rematch is right on the cards. Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Yeah, total pain in the ass, but yes.
Ciryl, first for stopping by. Super difficult moment. Can I get your immediate reaction, please?
I don't know exactly. Just disappointed. We put a lot of energy, like I say. And I'm just sorry because at first for me, but also for the people, for Aspinall, for everybody. This is the law of this sport. Sometimes this happening. I remember this happening also for myself. It's like that. It's like that.
For people that didn't see the build-up to this fight, all the programs, etc., can you just let people know the kind of investment and the commitment you made to preparing for this fight?
Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit disappointed because of the energy, the sacrifice. All of this, and unfortunately this happening. If there are not issue, he win or I win, like okay, this is but like that. No, I'm not happy about this.
You did have 3 minutes or so in the octagon with Tom Aspinall, caused some damage. You know, from your thoughts, you've been in there, you felt him a little bit. Like what did you learn?
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful fight. This is exactly what I expected from Tom. Exactly what I expected from myself also. We did very well, I think. I'm gonna watch that. But yeah.
I'm gonna do the quick reaction show with Brett Okamoto, and I've got submission ready morning after tomorrow. But I want to get your thoughts below. What do we do next? Obviously, do we just do a immediate rematch here? Because I don't know what we do with this situation. The other thing as well is Ciryl Gane actually doing pretty good in this fight. You know, he wasn't winning it, but he made Tom Aspinall bleed. He was able to stop the takedowns. He looked seemingly like he was going to do a lot better than what a lot of people predicted, what I predicted. And that was on the way to this stoppage. So not only was Tom Aspinall unable to fight, not only was the main event cancelled, not only was he put in this terrible position where he had to make the decision, because you don't want to go out there unable to see and then have to fight. Tom Aspinall absolutely made the right decision there. But also doing that after Ciryl Gane found some kind of success against him in that octagon. Not only did Tom Aspinall have to endure the John Jones duck.
It was deep. Ciryl Gane was looking so good in that first round. Tom Aspinall's nose was bleeding. Ciryl was landing with that jab. I got a heavyweight. You go in there, And a lot of the times at heavyweight, you see guys not really engage too much because it takes one punch, especially from two big punches like that. And Tom was kind of pushed, like coming forward. Ciryl was landing beautiful jabs, circling around. He won that round. Both those guys, for being heavyweight, can move so well on their feet. God, that was going to be such a sweet fight. And I thought Tom was going to go out there and kind of run through Ciryl. That was going to be a very interesting fight. I mean, I guess running it back makes sense. Post-fight reaction from Tom Aspinall. What the fuck you booing? I'm the one that got poked in the fucking eye. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not the one that fucking poked him. I get it, you're frustrated. I don't think the fans weren't booing at Tom for...
Aspinall got poked in the eye on both sides, and unfortunately people booed him. But Ciryl Gane to that point was fighting a great first round. Granted, Tom was getting his in too, but it was a good first round. It was competitive, and it looked like we were watching the two best heavyweights in the world. I want to see them fight again as early as December, if we can. I know that November's done. Look at this. He got his fingers in both. And guys,
hey, look at that.
Look at the left eye.
That's when things truly exploded online. Fighters, analysts, and fans went to war in the comments, some saying Tom gave up, while others insisted it was clearly a no-contest scenario that might have even warranted a disqualification for Gane. Ariel Helwani came out swinging in defense of Aspinall, calling the hate he's receiving ridiculous. Ariel pointed out that people forget he was poked in the eye, he couldn't see. Do you want him to keep fighting blind? It's a safety issue, not a toughness issue, he said. The MMA community is now split down the middle. Many fans argue Gane got lucky, while others claim Aspinall was starting to feel the pressure. One thing is clear, Tom Aspinall is furious. He feels disrespected and betrayed, and he's demanding justice. As of now, Dana White says a rematch will be booked as soon as possible. When that cage door closes again, Tom Aspinall won't just be fighting for redemption, he'll be fighting with rage.